Hello.
Oh dear. I forgot that I needed to come off of the countdown scene to start the thing, so we almost started the countdown again there by accident. Right, I believe that we're live. So hi everyone. Hope you're all doing okay. I've got a wee surprise for you. As you can see, Marion's here with me. I know. You know, I like to treat you and all that. So then you're going to get to see us talk a load of shite back and forth for a bit. Which, I mean, what could be better for a Thursday evening to kind of start kickstarting people's weekend, Marion?
Exactly. I mean, you know, it wasn't enough. We've just went through a Scorpio new moon, you know, with the intensity of that. You know, just add me into the mix and let's go for it.
Can I ask, right? So, see, me and Mary were chatting just off there and we were talking about the new moon, and I asked, what is the new moon in? And you said it's in Scorpio. Is that because we are in Scorpio, or is it just so happened that they're both in Scorpio, the sun and the moon?
With just like some kind of random occurrence that had just happened.
Well, what sign the moon is in depends on if you draw a straight line from Earth to the moon and then extend it. Depends what sign you land in. So if we're in like Scorpio season, the moon could well be in like Leo or something. Is that right?
Yes, right. Okay, so the sun, so the planet Earth, right, takes 365 years to travel around the sun.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
365 days. Yeah.
Yes. What did I say?
Years.
Anyway, moving on swiftly, right? It's Mercury retrograde, shush. So what happens is the sun spends around 30 days in each sign, in each astrological sign, okay? The moon spends around 3 days in each sign. So a complete moon cycle takes around 30 days.
Right.
A complete solar cycle takes 365 days. Okay, so when the moon will be in every sign each month.
Yeah.
But when it shows up in the same sign that the sun is in, that's a new moon. When it shows up in the opposite sign the sun is, that's a full moon.
Right, I did not know that.
Imagine that.
So if I want to know what sign the moon is in, and it's a full moon, then I just...
It's the opposite.
Well, I know that if we're in Aries season, the full moon's in Libra. It's as simple as that.
Aye.
I didn't know that.
There you go.
That's pretty cool. There you go.
Every day's a school day.
Aye. Cool, folks. Gosh, we're only, how many, 5 minutes in, and you've already blown my mind.
There you go, Chris.
You'll be proud of me, though. Do you know, so you know how I've started doing like wee readings on my channel, like collective reading type things?
I watch them.
So I've did that monthly. What I thought I'll do is, rather than just doing like a monthly collective, because I do that in my weeklies, I did one for Scorpio. It's like a kind of a year ahead for Scorpio. And I've filmed the same for Sag. But I thought, see, because Sag, and I kind of do it for like Sag, anything, you know, sun, moon, rising, you know, whatever, you know, if Sag is major in your chart, then this can apply to you type thing. But because Sag is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter's so slow moving, I thought, well, particularly for Sag rising people, it might be quite good to look and see what Jupiter's doing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see where it is, because Jupiter, I wrote it down, it only changes like 3 times in this coming year.
No, Jupiter
start off
is in
Cancer retrograde, and then March it starts moving forward, but still in Cancer, and then it moves into Leo in July, and that's all of the transitions. So because there's only that, I thought, well, that could very well be.
But it's what we say is, you know, it's like as a Sag rising person, so I'm ruled by Jupiter. It isn't that lucky. You've met me, you know my life. But what's interesting is Jupiter takes a year to transit. Okay.
Yeah.
But the the things that are most interesting about it is how the other planets, the faster moving planets, interact with that.
Right.
So it's like how does a Mercury transit show up with Sag, for instance? You know what I mean? It's like what happens when Mercury is in Gemini, for instance. Okay,
Right.
so like Mercury loves being in Gemini because it's his home sign, but what happens when Mercury is in Sagittarius? Because Mercury is in its detriment in Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Right. So how does that represent? How does that play off with the position of where the ruling planet is, whatever sign is?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It does. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. I think it's the astrology stuff kind of touches on my divination nerd, but it also touches on my maths nerd. Do you know what I mean? So it's like making two nerdy parts of me really happy at the one time. And I'm kind of that way where there's so much that I don't know that it's still really intimidating. But when I learn wee bits, when things click, I actually really, really, really enjoy it. So when you do an astrology course, Marion, I'm going to be there with bells on.
Have you seen my to-do list?
Yeah. Well, I've not seen it, and I've not seen it in black and white, but I've.
You're aware of my to-do list, aren't you? You're aware.
I should probably say hi to people and start being sociable.
Yes, let's say hi.
So Lily Rose is here. Hi, Lily. Simon from the Hermit's Cave is here. Hi, Simon. And Marita's here. We're talking about have you seen the Mini Wiser?
Yes.
Looks good, doesn't it? Are you a fan? Oh, yeah, you are a fan of mini decks. One of your main workhorse decks is a mini. Tin, isn't it?
A dinky deck. A dinky decker.
Let's see. So we were talking about that. Roman's here. Hi, Roman. Roman made me chuckle because I put a post on today saying, 9 p.m. live. And Roman's like, oh, I thought it was on Thursdays. I was like, Roman, it's fucking Thursday. I was standing in Costa being like, am I on the wrong day? Have I just completely messed up my whole week? But I was like, no, it is Thursday. I've at least got that together.
It's fine. You're very lucky I didn't turn up here in my Taurus hoodie. I actually took it off. So I took off my Taurus hoodie because it has reached that time of year where I'm sitting at my desk like trying to type like this way, like all the layers of the hoodie on.
I didn't know that you had a Taurus hoodie, but it doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Would you like to see my Taurus hoodie?
Yes, I would. I will continue to say hello to people. Sorsha, hi Sorsha, how you doing? Lina's popping up to say hello. Oh, you guys can't see her. Hang on, let me do this. Oh, she's away. She's on the way on camera.
Eh? What? I'm getting my hoodie.
I'm talking about Luna.
Oh, Luna. All right, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the dog.
You mean it's not all about me?
No, you're not the only lady in my life, Marion.
What?
Oh, that's cool. Where did you get it?
Off of the Udi website.
Oh.
It is an official Udi. It isn't a copycat version.
Okay, cool.
And it's got all these wee bulls doing Taurus things like looking at themselves in the mirror and sleeping and balancing food on their tummy.
That's very cool.
Yeah. So, yes.
Right. So, Saoirse and Joe. Hi, Joe. How you doing? Ferdiad. Jonathan. Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan.
I'm at the airport waiting for my flight to start loading in 6 minutes. Where are you going?
Oh, where are you going, Jonathan? Tell us quick so we can be jealous.
Ferdiad says Sag's birthday's incoming.
Yes.
It is indeed. Was it tomorrow?
No.
Or 1 a.m. on Saturday?
22nd.
Saturday.
Yeah. So
my mum's birthday is Saturday, so I'm going to visit her. Oh, speaking of Sagittarius, there you go. Beth is here. Hi, Beth. How are you?
Hello.
And that's us. So, hi, everyone. I hope you're all doing okay.
I see you can see in chat that I can't
Really?
see. Well, I see a chat, but I'm not sure. Oh, all right, okay, right. Forgive me, right. I was going to. Aye, I can see the chat now.
Oh, good. We're all sorted.
No, I was at the bottom of the chat. I thought it would go from the bottom up, but it's like a top down.
Oh, I see. Yeah, from the top down. And I scrolled to the top and then worked my way down. So is that
Hello.
what the actual?
What
Am I back? Am I back? Okay. Can you hear me and see me?
Yes, you're just at the other side of the screen now.
Yeah, that was bizarre. Hang on, let's sort that out. We can't be having that.
Right, here we go. That's better.
That was weird. I don't know what happened there.
Mercury retrograde. That's what it is.
Oh, I know. So
It's me and you though. I think we just create some kind of weird, intense fixed sign energy.
well, maybe.
You know.
Yeah, Ferdy, I just said Chris just did a do-si-do. No, I didn't. I completely unintentionally did a do-si-do. Yeah, doing the tango. So what's been happening, Marion? How are things now that your deck's been out for a wee while now? So how's that going?
It's a bit scary. It's good. It's so good. It's so good. In fact, that just earlier on today, this is a exclusive for you. We have just put in the order for the second print.
Oh, amazing! That's great.
Yes, we're very low in stock, which is wonderful, you know. But it's like, and because of the lead times, even to get the deck, like what the stock we've got is what's going to be like for the holidays. So yeah, I'll be fine. I keep telling Terry, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. We'll be all right. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, it's exciting. Exciting stuff.
So it's very exciting, and we've got some good things coming up. And also we are, so anybody who prefers to buy their decks in person, we are stopped in the Atlantis bookshop.
Very fancy. That's London.
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent.
Where? Oh.
Listen, don't. There's nothing up there. She's that's them shouting at each other. Believe it or not, this is what they do. So see, if you were to see it, you would be really alarmed and you would think, oh my god, they're attacking each other. But pointers talk with their mouths, so it looks as though like they're trying to like eat the other one's face, but it's not. It's like a playful. It's like a communication type thing.
Can I ask a
They
question?
make that noise, but.
What other body part do you normally talk with?
Oh, do you know what I mean? Like with that. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I know, like, some animals out there that like talk through their nose or their ear.
I mean, like physically, like it looks like they're biting each other. Do you know what I mean? And that's apparently a communication thing. But the annoying thing is they make that noise. I think it's mainly Sola that does it, but she sounds like the whale, the killer whale out of Free Willy. So she does. It genuinely sounds like that noise.
Is dolphins the
Yeah.
Aye, dolphins do echolocation. I think whales do as well.
Well, did you know that killer whales are actually dolphins? Did you know that killer whale is a mistranslation? It's actually whale killer. Was what they were called.
Well, I just call them orcas.
Well, yeah. But so orcas are dolphins rather than whales. But it was a mistranslation.
Well, there you go. There, you've taught me something.
Great.
I did not know that.
Aye. It's interesting though, isn't it?
Yes. What's Old Man Ferdinand said? I'm going to see Geraldine and Bally at Atlantis in a couple of weeks, so look for your Oh,
Excellent.
that's sweet.
Look at you being all fancy name dropping, Ferdiad. I've got to see Geraldine. Geraldine and Bally and we go way back.
Oh, I love Geraldine. She's hilarious.
Joe says congratulations on the second
Oh,
printing.
thank you.
Dad says well done. Hi Rachel, how you doing? So yeah, that's pretty exciting then.
Then obviously I've got my rebellion.
You sure have. I've already got my ticket.
Yes, you'd have. Yes, one of the early birds. I'm going to start. Do you know I've sold like 5 tickets already, and that's the people who don't even know who's speaking. It's like there's 5 people on the planet, including you, who have clearly got so much trust in me, part of their hard-earned cash for an event. I'm just like,
listen. I'm just happy that there's a tarot conference happening in Glasgow where I can go home to my own bed and then come in and enjoy it, and I don't need to worry about packing a suitcase like a serial killer to get all my decks home. I'll have not only will I have the car, I'll hopefully have a chauffeur to come and pick me up and stuff. So, I'm just delighted about that.
And if not, you can get a cheeky wee Uber.
Yes, this is true.
Okay.
This is true. I'll probably get. It's Friday and Saturday, isn't it?
No.
Or is it Saturday, Sunday? All right. Okay. Oh, I'll have
What's the date of the rebellion? The date of the rebellion is the 25th and 26th of April, 2026.
There's a website, isn't there?
There is a page on Eventbrite.
Found it. I'm going to pop it in the chat for folks so that you can go on, have a wee nosy.
I've not made any announcements yet for speakers or anything, but I will give people here a heads up. So one of the people, and I don't think anybody knows this, so this is like totally exclusive, is Mr. Christopher Hughes.
Oh, excellent.
Mr.
That'll be really good.
Will be making his way to Glasgow town, all being well. He has assured me.
That'll be great. Christopher he's such a character, isn't he? Ferdiad, I think Ferdiad knows Christopher.
Right.
They're both like in Druid kind of a circles.
Druid circles, yes. Well, Mr. Hughes has assured me that he will be there. I'll let you better.
I think there's a few people that are definitely interested in coming. Like I won't mention any names, but there's definitely a few big names that I've seen that are kind of looking into it. So exciting.
What do you mean looking into it? Like looking into whether or not to buy a ticket, or looking or not to want to speak? Because my speakers are full.
Buy a ticket.
Well, I'm delighted everybody is welcome, providing you're not an arsehole. If you're not, we'll be showing the door.
So if anyone's in Scotland or, nearby, or if anyone wants to travel to Scotland to the Oracle's Rebellion, which is, the conference that Marion's putting on in Glasgow, then...
It's not strictly tarot either. It's a divination conference because there is going to be obviously there'll be tarot, there will be astrology, there will be numerology, there will be some other things as well. I don't want to tell everybody everything.
No, I know. Definitely keep something back.
There's stuff back. So but it's non-residential, and that was important to me. Just for the first, well, I was only going to have this was always just going to be a one-off, right? But already people are saying to me, "Oh well, I can't make it this year, but I'll definitely be able to make it next year if this is a thing." And I'm like, this was just meant to be a wee thing for people in Glasgow and round about. This was never meant to turn into this circus that it's turning into. But it's me. And of course it's huge. It feels huge.
Yeah, well, you don't do anything by halves, do you?
No.
What do you mean when you say it's non-residential? Sorry, I'm being daft.
So like most like event conferences are held in hotels. So like people like usually stay in the venue hotel.
So you mean the venue is non-residential?
Yes. So it's in haberdashery. Right.
Yeah,
So that's what I mean by that. And the reason for that was because like I've been to like loads of conferences. And one of the things that always kind of struck me was, and it's unintentional, but it kind of happens, where there's this sort of a like divide almost, where people are some people, and I hope that people like this will not come to my event because I abhor it, but it's sort of a like, oh, you're not staying here. Oh, you're not staying at the hotel, the event hotel. Oh, you're going somewhere else. All right. And I just didn't like how some people were saying that, and it was like this almost this kind of a like inferior thing, which I detest. So that was one of the reasons why, and plus it's a haberdashery, and we love the haberdashery if you're local to Glasgow, and it's just that it had everything that I was looking for. Or could be everything that I was looking for. So yeah. I'm just terrified that it falls on an Old Firm day. That's the only thing I'm terrified. Oh no, I checked the football schedule, and there's nothing seems to be on that weekend. So I don't know if this is maybe going to be an international weekend.
Right. Okay. So, see, for anyone that doesn't know what we mean by Old Firm, Glasgow has got two big main football teams, Celtic and Rangers, and there's a very big rivalry that's, well, should we rooted in religion? Is that a fair way to put it?
His religious overtures of bigotry.
There you go. Yeah, that's exactly it. So an Old Firm match is a Glasgow versus Rangers match. And
it's referred to as the Old Firm because like back in the day it was like, so in terms of this, a firm is like a group of like gangsters, if you like, or like a group, right? It's like the firm. So it would be the two of them. So they were like considered the original. So it was like the Old Firm.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Obviously, we will not be having any sort of nonsense like that. However, there is always that kind of a nervousness if you decide to have anything on the days. Where we're based, it'll be fine.
Yeah, because we've been Glasgow city centre. The nice thing is that their home grounds aren't. Neither of them are in the city centre or really anywhere near it. So should be absolutely fine.
It will be. It's I mean, I worked for one of the clubs. It was the worst year of my life, but anyway, it genuinely was. It was like one of the most awful times of my life.
Right. Interesting.
Right. I've never actually been so scared in my life.
Right.
It was the threats. All my years working in criminal justice, I was never threatened until I started working for one of the teams. It was
oh dear.
It was special. Let's just say. Anyway, so I think it'll be fine. But it's 25th, 26th of April. It is right at the beginning of Taurus season. The reason being is because the main focus of it is about education, and we're harnessing that energy and that power of the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is ruled by Taurus, and plus I'm a Taurus, and the venue I really wanted the dates. I know my Greg's Cup. I know, don't judge my Greg's Cup. I love my Greg's Cup.
I've got a big Gay Costa Cup.
Yay! Love that.
got my tea in it.
Actually, this has got my tea in it. It's cold here.
That is, it's absolutely Baltic, is it not? Unreal.
Freezing. But yes, so it'll be there and it'll be wonderful. And yes, please come.
Yeah, it would be so nice to. So, like, some of the people that I've gotten to know, like, through doing this, like, see if I was to meet some people in person at the Rebellion, like, that would be fantastic. So,
It's amazing. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like that's the thing about conferences, you know, and that was one of the main motivators as well about bringing something like this to Glasgow, because like I've been so privileged, you know, and so lucky to be able to go to all these amazing places like up and down the UK and overseas as well. And there's something really special that happens at a conference, and you've experienced it now as well, Chris, by going to Tabby. It's like having that collective energy and feeling like, you know, you don't have to hide who you are. You know, you can be as weird as you like, well, within reason, you know, I mean, come on. But you can be as weird as you like, and you can have conversations about like, oh my God, the day I had yesterday, it was just like a freaking tower moment, you know, and there's people sitting there who completely understand what you're saying. You know, you don't have to explain like, oh, what's that mean? And you know, you're having to explain yourself, and it's like you go and you're like, oh well, I'm just going to buy 6 new tarot decks, and nobody's going to judge you, or you know, like, or you're going to buy a crystal or whatever. So, and then like when I was talking about like my travels and that, like going to the Witchy Bazaar or like speaking to other people, and they were like, oh, I really wish I could go to things like that, but obviously people's circumstances, you know, and then it's like, there might be caring responsibilities or work commitments, etc. So I was like, oh, fuck it. You know, and people just kept nagging me. So I'm like, oh, fine. Why not? And I have wanted to do it for a long time. You know, I think probably since I went to my first conference, I wanted to create something like this in Glasgow, but I had to be ready. And
yeah, you've got to do it at a time that's right for you, because if you were to do it too soon, do you know what I mean? Do it when your heart's not really in it, it would show. You'd be able to feel it right through it, wouldn't you?
And I think like after doing the Kickstarter, it's like I can do anything. Like, pile it on, it's fine.
Hi Trisha, by the way, lovely to see you. And Kristen's here as well. Hi Kristen.
Hello.
See.
With Lily Rosen, good friends often mirror how they sit or touch their faces. It's cute watching both of you. Do we do that?
Is that what we're doing?
I didn't know that.
Are you copying me, Manny, and you just trying to be cool like me?
No, God's sake. I'm totally self-conscious now. It's like I'm going to just like sit in my hands or something.
Yeah, because I can't. I talk with my hands. So
they are. So it's like.
It makes my ears perk up every time you say Baltic, so it's Marita. It's Baltic though. Like I had to go out to take dogs out to let them pee, and oh my goodness,
I had to put my bin out. And honestly, I was like, oh. But I would really have put it off. See if it had just been like the general waste bin, I would just have left it because I don't have a huge amount. However, it's the cardboard recycling bin, so I'm slowly but surely getting rid of all the like boxes for the Kickstarter. Like the cardboard boxes that the decks were in.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to go and put a pile out, you know, it's like just fold them up and that. And I mean, I did put like a post on like Facebook Marketplace or something if anybody was looking for cardboard boxes, but I started getting really weird messages from like men, of course. And like, oh, what's in your box, darling? And I'm like, fuck off.
Oh
please.
dear.
Just go fuck all the way off, please. I'm like, delete post and gone in the recycling.
No. I know. Why do weirdos have to ruin it for people?
Who's doing this? This fucking deal or no deal?
Oh. Yeah, but you get the girls' food gets delivered and it comes in cardboard boxes, but I tell you, I'm murder for like not taking them out. Like they just get shoved into like the spare room or something. And they just all collect, and then I've got to do a bunch of them at once, so I need to stop doing that.
But if you noticed, right, I don't know if you're old enough yet, right? Because this is something that I noticed when I got to a certain age, right, and like I would get a delivery, right, say for Amazon or something, right, and it would be a cardboard box, and I would look at it and I'm like, oh, that's a really good cardboard box. I could use that for something.
Okay, yeah. Fact.
Do you do that?
Yeah, I do. I'm never going to fucking use it in my life, but something in my brain makes me keep it when I can. Does anybody else do that?
Put in the chat, does anybody else?
Yeah, like, oh, that's a proper good one. That very sturdy. Oh, that'll come in dead handy. Will it? Fuck it. I'm there and I do nothing with it.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Oh. I'm glad it's not just me. I'm glad you said that because I don't. Oh,
you
funny.
thought it was just one a wee Chris foible, but actually it's like half the planet is collecting cardboard boxes.
Yeah, like I don't know. No, actually, I'm going to end up pulling it out. But see, down beside me, there's like loads of cardboard boxes. So there is. It's ridiculous. I need to stop doing it because it's
It'll come in handy, Chris.
Oh. I keep telling myself like when I go to bin them, I'm like no, because I'll bin them and then I'll be looking for a cardboard box and I'll regret it. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, Joe says I'm glad I'm not the only one. There are some really sturdy boxes that are delivered. They can be used again for real.
They really are. That's the thing, you know, and it's like when I had like obviously had to go and like buy like a whole load of cardboard boxes like to send out the Kickstarter. What I've discovered is I'm really shit at working out the sizes of cardboard boxes. Honestly, I was like fucking Goldilocks.
Oh, really?
Like, see, before, like, when we were preparing, like, for everything to ship out, right, it was like, I bought, like, a couple of test packs, like, just for Amazon to see the size, to get an idea of the size. It was like, and I would message Ted, like, no, this pack's too big. Oh, this pack's too wee. It's just like, I'm like a cardboard box Goldilocks. And I was like, yeah, I know you've got, like, 110 things to do, but can you take over the delegation of the cardboard box size and just tell me? Just tell me what to order, because my brain doesn't seem to be able to compute that, like the sizes. It's weird. I can't do it.
Yeah. I should have known that when I got my deck in that wee box that there would have been just as much thought going into the cardboard box as what there was any of the other details.
We'll see the box that you got in it and the box that I used to send out people's decks who had 2 decks. That was a deck. That was a box that I used. They were really easy, but they started off as a mistake because they were initially a test. They were a test buy for single boxes.
Right, for one, right, okay.
For one, but it turned out really good because they just fit 2 decks perfectly. So I was like, Terry, I was like, hold up. It's a happy accident.
Oh, that's good. Good stuff.
Oh, what's Lily Rose saying? She's like, I covered mine in Halloween tissue paper and used them to display figurines at different heights.
That's quite clever, isn't it?
That is clever. I like that.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's one of my latest ideas that came from my live the other night on Instagram.
Right.
I'm considering doing like we kind of a like magical subscription boxes.
Oh, okay. So what kind of stuff would you send out in them?
I've got absolutely no idea, but it was one of the random throwaway comments, and then about 6 people in the chat was like, "Oh, I'd buy one. Oh, I'd buy one. Oh, that'd be great, Marion, because it'd be really nice because you would put it together." And I'm all, for fuck's sake, right? I'll just add that to the list then.
I was going to say, just add that onto your list, your never-ending list.
Just add it to my list.
Tricia says, I'm guilty of collecting the tissue paper or brown paper that stuff is packed with. I always think I'll use it for something, but I never do. Yeah, like when I open presents, I've got this thing about like I try and open them as neatly as possible.
Oh, that drives me insane. That fucking drives me nuts. So like that, I'm a ripper.
Yeah.
Oh, aye. It's my Sag ascendant. I'm in my Aries moon. It's like I'm too impatient. It's like, and maybe it's because I hardly ever get a gift because most people are too scared to buy me something because they don't know what to get me, and it's such an experience for me to actually get a gift.
You're the nicest person to give a gift to as well. I remember I got you. So I can't remember what it was, but I got you something, and it was like. I think it was a pendulum, actually.
Yeah, I said that. You got the pendulum. It's here. Here.
And you'd think I'd like give you I don't know, like
a kidney,
a diamond or something. Do you know what I mean?
Look, here it sits on my desk.
Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed.
Well, I've actually got a present for you, but I need to see you before December.
Oh.
There's a clue. There's a clue.
That's very kind. Very kind of you.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, right? It's like I didn't buy it for you intentionally. I was just buying one of them, but because it was in the middle of the night. It was one of my insomnia wake up in the middle of the night purchases.
Oh, right.
Because I never had my specs on, I ordered 2 instead of 1. And it took ages to be delivered.
Oh.
So, I've got one, and when I seen it was 2, I was like, "Oh, I'll give one of them to Chris."
Oh, thanks. Exciting.
Yes, a kidney.
I've got. Have you got anything coming up, like in the near future? You doing any markets or any kind of a?
That reminds me, I'm going to try and get into the one at Bellahouston Park. It's happening in December.
Right.
I meant to apply for it. I'll probably be too late and it'll probably be full, but I'll still get stock for the Witchy Bazaar stuff. So, and then I'm just like, well, I can take some decks with me if I get in. Just bump things up, because I've got a broken box, and then I need to keep some back for there's a couple of potential shops in the States that want to stock the deck.
All right, okay.
I need to keep stock for that. So it's like from now on, it's like at the moment, every time somebody orders a deck, it's Terry that wraps and packs and sends them out for because that's kind of what we decided whilst I was knee deep in the Kickstarter stuff and that. She's like, I'll do the orders for the website.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to be doing like the wholesale and kind of promotion stuff, and because apparently I'm good at talking.
No, you.
I know, me. Wow.
No, that sounds good. Let me know if you get into the Bellahouston one.
I will. I'm trying to think if there's anything that MD would actually be interested in. I've got a couple of private gigs going on. I've got one at a country estate on the Borders.
Oh, very fancy.
Mm-hmm. I've got that. That's a private thing, and then I've got a couple of corporate things in the new year. So
brilliant.
Because my corporate astrology stuff seems to be taking off where I'm working with businesses.
Okay.
Aye, so that's cool. It's interesting.
Yeah,
and that's all came about for like a personal client who who I help him with his business. And he was like, I'm going to recommend you to some of my friends, Marion. I was like, you do that. This is how he speaks. Ever so proper. You know me, I like a nice voice. So
I know you do, you're a sucker for that.
there's an actual term for it, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. Like attracted to voices or something.
Okay.
What else? And then really I've been spending most of my time just trying to get through day-to-day stuff and listening to audiobooks.
Oh, nice.
You know I like an audiobook, yeah.
You do. You like a wee saucy audiobook, don't you?
A wee spicy saucy book, I.
I like. I've listened to a few lately. So there was one. I've maybe told you about this. This is maybe old news. It's called The Death of Mrs. Westaway, and it's about basically a tarot reader that gets a letter saying that she's inherited partly this person's estate or something.
Oh, aye, then she's do some kind of challenge or something, is that?
No, so kind of, but no, it's like basically you're reading it and it's like it's not really it's a mistaken identity, but it's like if anyone could go and claim this estate, and impersonate this person, then it's going to be her because how good she is at reading people and stuff.
Right.
But it's quite like her being a tarot reader kind of comes into it a fair bit. Do you know what I mean? That's like a big bit of the plot. And it's a really good, like, kind of a murder mystery type as well. So I absolutely loved it. So I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. So that was really good. There was about I actually saw it in Waterstones when I was wandering through Waterstones a couple of weeks ago, and I thought I'm going to see if that's on Audible, and it's called was it Murder at Mistletoe Manor? So that's like a kind of a Christmassy themed murder mystery, and that was good. I enjoyed that too. So, there's been a few. Trisha has just said I just started a TJ Clune audiobook on werewolves. Yeah, is that Wolf Song? Waiting to see if it gets spicy. By the way, Trisha, let me tell you, it does. It does. So yeah, I've listened to all four of them, right?
All right, okay. So no, but you were just kind of directing the chat when Marion likes a bit of spicy audiobook, but
I'm partial to a bit of spice as well.
Okay.
But like guaranteed. So I listen to my audiobook around the house, when I'm out, when I'm walking the dogs, and guaranteed. Every time there's a particularly saucy bit of the book, what am I doing? Picking up dog shite. Every time, Marion. It's like they can sense it. And they're like, this is a perfect moment.
If you're going to listen to some dirtiness, you're going to be picking up some dirtiness.
Well, yes, indeed. Indeed. But yeah, Trisha. I
know what it'll be.
What?
I know why.
Why?
Because they'll pick up on the difference in your either your heart rate or you'll give particular pheromones. And the dogs will pick up on it. That's what it is.
Your finest part. Do not. I'm not that bad.
No, that's what it'll be. It'll be some kind of something to do with pheromones. And you'll be.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about the whole wide world knowing that.
No, I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm just saying that there'll be a change, and the dogs will pick up on it.
Especially what idea I try.
Werewolves. You'll be. Oh, are you blushing, Chris?
No, I'm just warm, but
Oh, right.
I don't know how I feel about that particular piece of information, to be honest.
No, that's what it is. It's your pheromones.
Ferdinand says phonophiles are attracted to voices.
I'm a phonophile.
Phonophile, yeah.
I'll need to tell Mr. Scorpio that, by the way, darling, I'm a phonophile. See
I
there.
have a thing about voices too. I never realised this was a thing.
It's a thing.
There you go. Nat, the horse witch, is here. Hi, Nat. How you doing? Hello, and Marion is here too. Oh my God, is it my birthday? Yeah, I think I maybe first saw you on Marion's channel when we were both on, we were both in one of your Instagram lives.
Probably. Nat stalks me. She's one of my stalkers.
Quite right.
She's a super fan. She isn't really. I'm just winding her up. She's a Taurus. She's lovely.
Ferdinand says, I'd be too worried about my earpods cutting out and my phone broadcasting the smut to the train.
Oh, corded earphones. See, there's Trisha said the same thing. Fair did. I always use corded headphones for this exact reason. See, there you go.
You don't need to, because when your earphones cut out, it stops. It stops the audio. It stops even if it's music you're listening to. If your earphones cut out, it stops every time.
So imagine it cuts out, right? Your version is picking up a poo, right? But say you're right in the middle of something, and all of a sudden your earphones go off, and you're like, for fuck's sake. Be like being in bed with a straight man. What amazing. I'm just saying, free experience. Do you know who should be the most pitied group of people in society?
Who?
Right? Straight women.
Right.
Be the most pitied, and I'll tell you for why, right? We need to date they fuckers. We don't have a choice.
I'm so sorry if there's any straight men here.
I will know every man, obviously, right? But 95%, right? In my experience. Mind a couple of weeks ago, I was in a situation, I was in a business situation, and there was about 75% of the people in the room were straight white men. And I remember I texted Stephen Bright, and he was like, "How's things going?" I was like, "Stephen, I don't think I know how to talk to a straight man anymore. I've just offended one. He was absolutely raging with me. I triggered this guy to fuck. He called me a nasty, evil feminist and stormed off." And I'm like,
dear. What did you say?
I know. And that's
what did you say to deserve that?
Well, he was talking about how it was like a business networking thing. And we were all talking about like, what we did. So I was like, "Oh, I'm a corporate astrologer." And he's like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Here we go." So he was like, "Well, I'm a Libra. What does that tell you?" And I felt the same way, you're a fucking arsehole, but I never know that I'm saying all Libras are arseholes. They're no, right? And then this other guy was like, "Oh, I'm blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Cool." And then he was like, my ex-wife, she was a Libra as well. What does that mean? Because she was nothing but a money-grabbing bitch. He was just really angry at women. Oh, hi, everybody.
Sorry, I don't know why that keeps happening.
It's cool. We'll just play Dozy-Do. So he was just really angry at women in general. And then he turned around and was like, what was it? He was like, but the one that I'm seeing now is much nicer. And I was like, "Oh, I'm really pleased for you, that you've managed to meet somebody." And I goes, "May I ask, just a curiosity, like, what makes her so nice?" And he was like, and this is what he said, and I swear to God, this is what he said, right? "She's much nicer because she doesn't disagree with me, and she does what I tell her to do."
Dear.
And I was like, "All right." I goes, "That so she's compliant."
Which is exactly what you said.
Aye. And he was like, oh, but you're just one of the angry feminists that has an opinion. And I'm like, well, I suppose so. Was that? I mean, 200 years ago, I'd probably get put on this pyre and burned. So, aye. And then he called me like whatever fucking feminist about and stormed off. And there was these other two men like standing there, and one of them actually says, "I'm apologising for in behalf of straight men." I was like, "There's really no need." I was like, "You're not a Libra." It's just like, but honestly, I was like, "Wow, the misogyny."
Yeah. Gosh.
Nah, if sexuality was a choice, no one would date straight men. We wouldn't. We really no. But anyway, how did we go on this?
It was somebody started. Was it Trisha that was reading or listening to Wolf's song?
Yes.
I'd be too fair dads. Oh, we got that. Nat said, "What on earth have I walked in on?" Let's see. Nat says, as a super fan, Fair Dad says, at the moment I'm listening to podcasts about the satanic panic and goodness knows what people would think. A moment's silence for straight women.
We should get a flag. I want a flag.
You probably have got a flag.
Probably.
I didn't realise that gay men had a flag until... Well, I probably did know that there was one, but I wasn't really too familiar with what it was. But and then we had... it was at Pride in my work, and we had wee stickers, and we're like, "Oh, what does this one mean? What does that one mean?" And the one that I'd said, "What does this one mean?" was the gay man flag. So obviously, I'm not a very good gay man, no.
I just want a flag. I think I'll just have my own flag. It'll make me. I'll be like Sheldon for the Big Bang Theory. I'll have my own flag.
Fair Dad says right there with you tonight. If I were a peacock, I would just have rolled all 100 of my arse eyes.
Honestly, it was very special, and you know, it was. I had. So I did for the privilege, and I see it as a very real privilege that I have in my life where I get to work for myself, I get to work at home, and I don't need to interact with these arseholes very often in life. Do you know what I mean? I've curated my life in such a way where I don't have to. And the majority of the straight men that I do have in my life, I choose to have in my life, are actually very nice.
Yeah.
And some of you even get really nice voices.
Hi Heather, how you doing? And Heather says, "Oh my god," and yeah, for angry feminists or anything else we get called.
Yeah, absolutely. How dare we make decisions for ourselves?
I know.
How dare we?
Right. We are going to do a wee spread, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we're doing? Or are you going to talk to us about something?
What do you want to talk about?
What have we not talked? We've talked about everything for like the deck, Oracle's Rebellion, to smutty books and picking up dog shite. So I think we've probably covered the entire breadth of...
I think we're pretty covered. What else? I don't know.
Well, it was just because you talked to me about the dark side of the moon, and I wasn't sure if there was like a wee bit of if it was just a spread or if there was a wee bit of presentation or whatever. That's all.
Oh, there's a story about it, right? Okay, so the spread that we're going to do is, give me a second. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, I get distracted with my phone. It's Mr. Scorpio.
Oh, did he send you a nice message in?
Well, he said that he would miss it because he's on the train, and I'm overthinking to myself, well, where's he on the train? What's he doing? And it's fine, right? Let's just talk about the dark side of the moon. So, yes, it is the name of a Pink Floyd album, but the spread that we're going to do, the story behind it is today, after what can only be described as an emotional disembowelment, that I experienced last night, trigger warning, with the new moon in Scorpio. It was particularly intense. So today I had a very gentle day on myself because there was tears and everything last night.
Oh gosh.
So there was tears. So I remembered that I had done this spread as part of the very first presentation I ever did at the UK Tarot Conference. It was back in 2021. And at that point, what they used to do is they used to have a VIP like lunchtime group. And it'd be like you paid extra for the ticket to get access to this. And there used to be somebody who would go there and do like a very special intimate presentation. And I was picked for that to be the person. And I was just like, oh my God. So the theme that year was the moon. And I was looking at it and I was like, right, okay. And the first year I had attended was the year of the tower. And I was looking at the moon card and then I was paying attention to the towers on it. And I'm like, what can I do? And that was just playing around with it. And at that time, like it had only been like a couple of months since my dad had passed. So like death was very raw, my grief was very raw, etc. So I was looking at things and then I had pulled the death card or something. I was just looking through the Wheatsmith and I looked at a death card and I looked in the distance and I seen the two towers in the Wheatsmith and I was like, oh, they're the towers for the moon card. Right, so it's like I just joined the dots. So that was a kind of background, and it was like and then I talked about the journey through the cards for the death card to the moon card and like the experiences, etc., and how it was just all one continuous path. So I did a spread loosely based on that, where it's like each card represents, or each position of the spread represents a card between the death card and the moon card, but not specifically, no, totally, it's just a wee flavour of it. And that's the reason why it's called the dark side of the moon, because when you look at the moon, it's like you see it, but if you're travelling towards it, you don't see the fullness.
Yeah.
And then, well, obviously, because it was a new moon last night.
Yeah.
That's a dark moon. So, yeah. And I was looking through my files today, like all my old presentations and that, and I came across it, and obviously I pinged you a wee message, and I'm like, do you fancy doing this? And here we are.
You sure are. So I'm just going to put these quickly on the screen for anyone that wants to see. So I'll move them down there and I'll move myself over there. So as you're not just talking to part of me. So yeah. Death and the moon. So yeah, Marian's talking about the two towers here and how it's the same as the two towers in the moon, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yup. Cool.
Well, that's essentially the premise behind it, and each question is kind of roughly based on one of the cards between the death card and the moon card.
Well, okay. What we'll maybe do, will I quickly show the graphic for people?
Yes.
Let them see the graphic, and I'll put the spread positions in the chat as we go. But right, let me see if I can do this actually. So if I do it like that, don't mind me for now. Let me just find my way. Do you know what I'll do? Hang on, let me put us back on.
Is there a way, right? And I might be overcomplicating this, right? Oh, you Oscar Ferdiad?
Oh, have you got to go, Ferdiad?
No.
Probably working early tomorrow.
Have a good night. Night.
See you later.
Great.
Anyone who is joining us for the spread, start shuffling your cards just now.
I better get a deck.
I've got the Curious Travels.
Oh, that looks pretty.
It is. It's really nice. Surprisingly, like, I don't know. I think when I was seeing it on other people's channels and I was just seeing it like from a distance,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't so sure about it. But I actually really, really like it. Like, when you're looking at it in person and stuff, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Harris tweet.
Oh, very nice. Look at you, all fancy.
It's my card holder for my
Lovely.
Wait Smith deck.
Right, let me do this. I'll share a screen.
Right, so that's what I was going to say, right? Is there any way it is where Lilith hangout, Joe? What's Maria's handle? It's Marie Paro. Right, so is there any way that you can put that like between us?
Yeah, I can probably sort it so that
it's always on the screen.
Yeah, like, let me see. So we could do it like this.
Aye. And you go back up into swap places with the spread.
Aye.
Make yourself again, darling.
Yeah. Right, hang on though, I'm going to do this first. There we go. Right.
There we go.
We're sorted.
Yes. I can't see a line without thinking about Clive now. No, I know, my Clive. My wee darling.
Are we doing our usual? Am I pulling for you and you pulling for me, or do you just want to pull for ourselves tonight?
No, we can pull for each other.
Cool.
Do you want to?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Can people see that? Like the questions? Because I can't see them. How do I feel about what has ended? Oh, fuck. Right.
So do we start at the top of the pyramid and work our way down? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter. It was a handout that I gave to people. It was for aesthetic reasons. Say whatever you want. But no, I think my idea behind it was like you had the foundation, then you had the middle, then you had the top.
Right. Got it. What I can actually do for anyone who can't see that properly, I can full screen it and maybe even zoom in a wee bit.
There we go. Aye.
Is that better?
Yes. Are you trying to say I've got old lady eyes?
I said for anyone who's
anyone. Anyone but Marion, especially. Right, okay. So I'm going to get my pen and paper.
Oh, lost you.
Hello. Hi.
You removed yourself.
I didn't remove myself. Did I?
Something removed you.
Well, probably powers it be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
I think I'm actually going to do a wee spread these out on the desk and pick 6 cards just now.
Yeah. Aye, because that's kind of that's how I do spreads. Like, I don't do like shuffle in between. It's like, right, okay, there's 6 cards, so it's like let's put them over, but I'll put them over individually. Like, see if I'm reading for myself or reading in this context. It's like I'll give them a right good shuffle, then I'll put the 6 cards in position and I'll turn them over one at a time.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so card 1, how do I feel about what has ended?
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
So I'm reading for you. Do you want me to go first for you?
What, my darling?
Okay, so I think this is actually quite good. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. So you're seeing whatever it is that's ended, you're kind of seeing it as an opportunity. So you're seeing it as an opportunity to grow something new. It's like, as much as something might be coming to an end or might have come to an end, you're seeing the opportunity in the fertile new soil that there is, which to me is that resonates with me just from what I know about you. You are a very kind of let's get my big girl pants on and let's deal with the situation and let's see how we can make the most of this type thing. And I'm sure, like everybody else, like behind the scenes, you might have your moments where you maybe have a wee kind of a day where you're like not feeling it, or you have a wee cry at yourself or whatever. As much as you might not want any of us to know that, but it's like the right. How can I kind of seize this and make this an opportunity?
That's very apt. It's very, very apt. I would concur with that. There is many things. I don't know what's going on with this.
What?
I can't see the chat. I like to see the chat.
Oh, I can still see it.
Look, that's because you've not touched anything. Ah, there we go. Hi. Okay, so right, first card for you. Oh, this is nice. How do you feel about what has ended? Look at strength. And what it feels like to me is it's like the thing is ended has been particularly difficult, but throughout that process, you have reached and found within you an inner strength that you did not know was there. And it's been like a revelation to you. And I think that sometimes it's like before, like people have conversations, I don't know if like anybody, has these conversations, but it's like, oh, I could not imagine how I would cope with X, Y, and Z if ABC happened. And it isn't until that happens that you realise you find that inner reserve of strength. It's like, like how do marathon runners or etc. find they last 3 miles or they last like 2 miles, whatever, it's like to keep going even though they're completely exhausted. It's like we find that extra gear, but it is until we're in the situation, that's when we find it. So and I think like there's a pride there as well, and it's like that's something that doesn't really come up a lot with the strength card, but there's that, the inner strength, but also the inner pride. And how I remember that is with the lion and how the collective noun for lions is a pride.
Yeah.
So that's how I remember it, and that's what I think.
Nice. There is definitely something about just tapping into something in the moment that's not available to you at any other time, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. And it's almost like, I wouldn't say it's religious. I would say it's almost like carnal. It's it's this primitive feeling, and it's like really, it's like pulling away the layers in modern day, and it's just a really real human experience that we all have to go through, or we go through at different times in our life.
Yeah. Kristen's pulling with us. Kristen got the 4 of Cups. Ignoring what emotional gift can be harvested from the situation. I mean, I get that. I think he's right. Remember, like, we're talking about like themes of loss and things coming to an end. And I think it's only natural that we, like, at least in the initial stages, you have that just detached moment. You have that moment where you just completely dissociate and you do feel a bit like, just a bit, do you know what I mean? Depending on what we're talking about and how big the situation is, like you do just kind of feel a bit icky for a bit. And I think that's totally natural and it's not something to be shied away from. So yeah, no, I'm with you, Kristen. I get that. I definitely can have my 4 of Cups moments, especially at times like this.
And it's like, there you're following up where you don't know what it is you've lost though. So it doesn't necessarily need to be like a huge big thing. It could be like, I don't know, like, this is weird, but it's just coming through to me, right? Is there some kind of like cutlery or something that should be in the kitchen that you've lost? Kirsten, right? Because that's just come through to me as like a psychic message. It's almost as if, you know, there's something, it's something quite mundane that you would normally or ordinarily find in your kitchen, and it's not there, and you can't find it. So I've got no idea. Or maybe when you go looking for it.
Joe has got the Knight of Pentacles, so work. I've got more work to do, responsibilities and graft. So maybe that's how you cope, Joe. Maybe you throw yourself into like your, you know, your daily routines, your work, your, you know, your Virgos. Do you know what I mean? Your Virgoisms, your kind of a day-to-day stuff that keeps your mind off of processing the ending or the loss or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. That would make sense, you know. And plus, it's like with being the Knight of Pentacles as well. It's just a reminder, you know, how do you feel about what is ended? So, you know, you're being very practical about it, and you're feeling the you're feeling the feeling slowly. They're, you know, it's slowly getting peeled back, the emotions, you know, because it can be quite overwhelming if you just went charging into it. Say, for instance, like the Knight of Wands, like your feelings, how do you feel about what has ended? That would be too much for you. So the fact that it's the Knight of Pentacles that showed up, it is that very kind of practical, grounding experience that you're having. So I lost my grandfather's World War II dagger, not quite cutlery. You know what? I get shown a knife. I went to cutlery. So, you know,
There you are.
there you go.
But I know this is about how you feel, but the just thinking about the Four of Cups in that context is it almost makes me think the dagger's like there. It's hiding in plain sight. Do you know what I mean?
or the dagger's in a huff with you, and it's just went away for a wee walk, whatever it's
Sasha's got the Magician, so making something out of it, I think. I'm thinking about how we develop when things go wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For Heather, it's the Child of Spells. And yes, I feel like waved a wand and don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, that's good. That's good. People that don't know what they're doing in life are the most interesting. Who wants a 5-year plan? No, don't plan. Have a loose idea of what you're hoping to achieve, and then just let life take you in the adventure. And that's coming from a Taurus. Can I just say, right?
Oh, listen, you slagging off 5-year plans. This is you who's had this Oracle's Rebellion planned in your mind for the last, how long?
No. I always wanted to do something, but I had no idea what it would look like. I mean, I would have been happy if it was just like a wee 5-10 people in like in a community hall in the middle of fucking, do you know what I mean, Partick or something. You know what I mean? But oh no, here's Marion pulling out all her bells and whistles. Why not? I gave it to my uncle. He died, and no one knows where it went.
Oh, see.
Kirsten, use your pendulum. If you use a pendulum, this is what I would do. And I've used this technique before. So if you still get access to your uncle's house, I don't know how long ago it is. And this is for anybody that's lost something in their house. Draw a map of their house. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just draw a map and put each room. Hold your pendulum over the top of it. Ask if your pendulum, if the item is in that room. Wait until you get the yes, and then go into that room, draw a more detailed map of the furniture and the positions in that room, and then hold the pendulum and say, are you in this corner, in that corner, in that corner? And my friend Rachel, who I did the Wandering Moon Tarot with, which is the backs of the cards that's on the thing, she lost her Apple iPen, right? And she was like, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I've searched the place. My mum searched the place, and I told her to do this technique. And it was caught up in the straw weaves a waste paper basket.
Oh.
And because the waste paper basket straw was white and the eye pencil was white as well, she could not see it.
Oh, okay.
But she had moved, and it had like one of the freakish things where it had moved off her bed. Like she'd moved off her bed, and the eye pencil went flying somewhere. It managed to lodge itself in this bin. But that was how she found it. And she's like, I would never have found that.
Wow.
So there you go.
That's pretty cool.
That's how you find things with a pendulum.
There you go. I'm going to try that.
Mm-hmm. How about if you lost your marbles?
No, nothing, but I just mean like it'd be cool to try it, like get Sandy to plank something, they'll tell me where it is, and then I've got to try and find it with a pencil. Mm-hmm. Like hide and seek with a pencil.
Yes. Well, here's the title of your book, Hide and Seek with.
Will we move on to the second position?
Yes, let's go for it.
Okay, so the second one is, what do I need to change during this journey? Mm-hmm. What do I need to change during this journey? Interesting.
Oh, no.
Chat. Go. You want me to go first, or do you want to go first this time?
It's up to you.
You go first, if that's okay.
Okay. Right. Hey. What do I need to change during this journey? You need to change absolutely everything at a fundamental level, my darling, because you have got the full. It's so interesting because I never, ever pull the full for people or me.
Really?
Never pull the full. So see when the full shows up in a reading, either for me or for whoever I'm reading for, I know it means something really important is about to happen. It isn't just a wee random changey things.
Yeah.
And what I would suggest it is, because you remind me, are you Leo Moon or Leo Ascendant?
Leo Moon.
Leo Moon, and it's Taurus Ascendant.
Yep.
Okay, so basically since 2018, Uranus has been transiting through your first house. Okay. That's rough. Right? That is rough. Uranus rules over the Fool.
The Fool, yeah.
The last transit that's going to happen with Taurus, with Uranus and Taurus, is happening right now. With Uranus being retrograde, and it's going to retrograde back to 27 degrees Taurus. The reason I know that so specifically is because that's where my sun is. So of course, it has to stop there, right? However, for you, this is your first house. So this like journey that you have been on, with Uranus basically excavating you down to your soul. And all the trials, all the tribulations, all the changes, all the upending things, that's just happened to you, as in you. No, because you are Sandy's husband, or you're the girls, you've got the girls or whatever, your family, etc. This is you at a microcellular level. Mm-hmm. So what do you need to change during this journey? You need to accept that there's a change happened already. It's not that there's in the next journey is who you are now. And that starts in the 26th of April 2026, the weekend of the rebellion. Did I do that intentionally? No, of course not. But yeah, so that's another thing about rebellion. It's happening the weekend that Uranus finally leaves Taurus for the next 84 years. So that's what I would say for you.
Okay.
The change is change.
Okay. Okay. Gosh, that's going to hit me like
Kind
well,
of,
potentially like a tiny bricks if if I try and dig my heels in, but if I accept it, then it could be quite refreshing. I would imagine.
you can't dig your heels in. You cannot prevent this from happening. It's
Okay.
it's happened at a fundamental level, and where we move on from, and the fact as well, because you're a Scorpio Scorpio Sun, sorry, right? This has been bouncing off of your sixth house,
Right. Okay.
right? It's been bouncing. No, sorry, your sixth house. So it's been bouncing off of that whole Scorpio Taurus axis. So Uranus has been hitting and opposing your Sun since 2018 with varying degrees of intensity.
Mm.
Right? So that real like kind of almost like vice-like grip that it has felt like, that tension and everything is going to ease. So how I explain it is, it's like how it feels like to me is with Uranus getting into a really important part of your chart. It's like taking ingredients and putting them into a machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's all these different things. And then it goes through this machine. And in this case, it's taken since 2018 to now
Right.
for all the ingredients to be completely broken down,
Uh-huh.
to be put back together again in a completely different way. And then at the other end comes a completely different thing, but it's still made up of the same things.
Yeah.
It's just on a cellular level, it's changed.
Yeah. It's kind of like I've been baking this cake for however many years, and then finally being able to take it out of the oven.
Uh-huh. That's what it's like, right? So it's like this next few months until Uranus finally leaves and gets into Gemini, where it's much more comfortable, by the way. This is the final like kind of a like it's your the cake's out the oven and it's on the cooling tray.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like on the wee net tray.
Yeah.
I like the cake analogy. You know me well. So yeah, that's what I would say. So what's everybody else go?
Well, for you, I've got the Six of Wands. So I'm going to show you the Six of Wands.
Right.
Because I'm looking at that actually, and I'm thinking, because at first I was like, so what is it? What do I need to change during this journey? And I'm thinking, Six of Wands is like a really positive card. Like, what could be going wrong? And then I'm looking at it, and I'm like, it's almost like it's on a stage, and everyone's watching, and everyone's seeing. And I feel like what it's maybe saying to you is, do you know what? Don't feel that you need to be as open. You're allowed to keep some stuff for yourself. You're allowed to keep some stuff by. See how, like you were saying earlier on, we were kind of joking about the rebellion, and you're like, oh, I'm not telling you everything. Do you know what I mean? I'm kidding. But, like, see when this, whatever change for you it is that we're looking at, when this takes hold, it doesn't need to be like kind of a on show for everyone.
No.
There can be some stuff that's just for you that nobody needs to know about.
Mm-hmm. That's so true, because it's like one of the big things, one of the big themes that has came out like over the last few years. You know, there has been like relationships in my life where I have been very open, and it's basically it's like led to no having good boundaries.
Right. Okay.
If I'm totally honest, you know what I mean? It's like very much at the beginning of the process, you know, it's like now not so much, you know, it's like, because thankfully I've learned, but it's been difficult to learn the lessons. But I think, you know, it's like, it's a kind of I just keep some of my cards close to my chest. I don't need everybody everything all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just because I've got so much going on in my head, and I need to tell people because it's like that.
I know, and like you're allowed to have like your trusted people who you tell things to. That's fine, But I think it's like but no, everybody's entitled to all
No,
of it.
no,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
It's I do feel like there's a it's not an obligation as such, but it's like, I think because at one time in my life, there was like this kind of I always felt like there was nobody that I could trust. There was nobody, and like I never ever want people to feel like that. So if somebody reaches out to me and like says, "Oh, Marion, have you get this, that?" And it's like my my go-to response is like, let's help a person.
Mm.
You know, let's help somebody, but it's like that isn't always reciprocated. Know that I would give to get, but I think like this kind of Uranian journey for me has been like understand that the friend that you are or the person in a relationship that you are to somebody else is not who that person is going to be to you. You
Yeah.
know, and I think that's like a really hard lesson that I've had to learn. So,
Yeah.
but can we celebrate the fact that I've learned that lesson? Yay!
Definitely a 6 of Wands style celebration.
And that card looks absolutely beautiful. Is it just like the horse? Oh, is it a horse?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yep. But I'll do it this way because it's easier to see, isn't it?
Oh, see, that's so pretty.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so it is.
And
We were
there's
just
like gold embellishments on these cards.
oh,
So they're not gold edged, but there's like in the actual cards, there's like, what do you call that
I
again?
cold stamping.
Cold stamping, that's it.
Yes.
Just move myself over here.
Foil stamping. That's really lovely.
Yeah, that is. It's beautiful.
Mhm.
Let's see what some of the others have got. So, Kristen had said, let me change myself back. I think this spread for me is about losing my youth. I'm turning 48 tomorrow and feeling like I'm getting old. You're still a wee young thing, Kristen.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I think like it's. I mean, it could be, but I mean, youth is. It's like, I mean, how young do you want to feel? It's like, do you want to feel like 19 again? I mean, good God, no. I'd like the condition in my knees when I was 19. My knees were in fine fettle when I was 19.
What have you
But
been doing since then, Marion?
when you like to know. Anyway, no, it's not that actually. Stop it!
Sorry,
You're
folks, but
you're
here
making
for
me
the
bad.
So yeah, so Kristen pulled the Knight of Wands. So what do I need to change during this journey? The Knight of Wands.
I think you need to change your attitude towards yourself and just have a bit more fun.
Could be about as well. The Knight of Wands quite often comes up for me for people that are moving house. See, or people that are making a change to their actual location.
Yep.
Knight of Wands and Eight of Wands. See if they come up together. You'd be damn sure that person is in the process of moving house. Don't know what it is, but it's just all of that fiery, all of that change, that that movement. So I'm not saying you need to move house, Kristen, but it could be something about your, just your physical location or how you, I don't know, like
How you see your physical location.
Yeah. Aye. So
Or how does your physical location show up for you? Is it a bit? Is it too fast paced? Do you feel at peace in your physical location? What is there something that just feels so fast that it's almost causing you anxiety? Because sometimes if you've got too much quick fiery energy, it can cause us to feel anxious.
yeah. Kristen says, light a fire in my belly, feed my passion, keep moving forward. Saoirse's pulled the moon. Maybe I need to lighten up. It's the moon in that place for like what you need to change. I see the moon as like the moon comes up for someone who's going through something different, who's going through like, you know, they're navigating uncharted territory. And usually the person that's going through that moon phase is their first instinct is to resist it, is to be like, no, I don't like this. Like it's like putting your foot in a hot bath. At first you're like, oh Jesus, that's far too warm. Or for any of my gentlemen friends that are when you're lowering yourself into a hot bath and you get to a certain point, you go, oh fuck no. The guys will know what I'm talking about. It's like that. Your instinct is to resist, but in actual fact, what the moon says to you is that you need to relax into the situation. That's the only way through it is through it, and it's not about trying to alter. You know, it's not about trying to alter and get back to the old rules. It's about learning how to live within the new rules. Do you know what I mean? So that to me is like, it's maybe about thinking about your attitude and how you're kind of navigating the situation that you find yourself in, going through those changes. That's how I would see them in card there.
Well, I would maybe add to that as well as like the moon by its very definition is it hides things for us. The moon card, because if you think about the actual moon, right, if the moon's light in the sky, the moon, you can only see where the light shines. You can't see what's round about. So if you're concentrating on just where the moon is shining, it's like, what do you need to change? Well, you maybe need to look into the shadows.
Yeah.
And see how you feel about what's in the shadows.
Yeah. Definitely. The moon casts a deceptive light, doesn't it?
Yes.
Joe's got the 7 of Swords. The cerebral strategy needs to pause right now. Wait for more information. Ground into the body.
No,
yeah.
The 7 Swords is the moon in Aquarius.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
No.
Nice. Oh, nice. But it's a bit, it can often be like, what do you need to change during the journey? Is where are you deceiving yourself?
Yeah.
Recognise where you're sometimes maybe deceiving yourself or allowing others to deceive you, and be more aware of that.
Cool. Heather has got Judgment. Current stalker card. Tough truths I need to face. My card shows a stern-looking council of animals. Feel like I'm being called to the head teacher's office. Judgment is what you need to change. So, like, I think a lot of us we all use expressions like draw a line in the sand and like get over it and all of this kind of a thing. A wee secret though, seeing truth, a lot of us aren't really very good at it. We kind of tell ourselves we're going to move on. Secretly though, we're still harbouring wee grudges. We still remember. We've got long memories and we still remember, you know. And it's kind of like if me and Mary were to have an argument, right? And then
I would win.
Do you know what? She would, right? But then say, do you know what? Right, we're going to forgive each other. We're going to get over it, and we're going to move on, and we're going to move past it. But then secretly, if I'm still thinking in my head, remember she said that to me. That really annoyed me, and now I'm annoyed again. It's like that. It's like carrying forward the wee grudges when you've told yourself you're going to get over it.
But we're a bad example to use in that. Because I'm a Taurus and you're a Scorpio. Do you know what I mean? We're a bad example. It's like because we're really good at detaching from people and just being like, it's like Scorpios are usually like, you're dead to me and I will never forgive you for all eternity. And Tauruses are like, I'm sorry, who is that? Did that person even exist in the same universe as me? Hello, who, what? I mean, so we're probably bad example.
Well, for you, Marion, I would make an exception.
Oh, I wouldn't for you.
Fair.
No, I would. Right, okay, so here's a fun example, right? Okay, what Chris is talking about with me and him, right? So I very innocently and flippantly described his reading table as full of table clutter. And he has never let me forget it. Because he was so offended. And I was just like, the fuck, yes. How can you even read your terms? Just look at this clutter. But it's like a nice wee joke. But there's still a wee edge to it. Because look at his wee face now. It's like...
It's not. I'm laughing. I'm laughing because it's true. And I know it's true. But it's funny. But like it's now like a wee thing that we joke. Like anytime I get something new, like when I got my new hourglass, you're like, oh, is that mere table clutter?
Exactly. Because that was last week, wasn't it? Because I was like in the chat and I was sitting like in my living room and I'm like, for fuck's sake, here's mere table clutter that he's got.
You get I'll be replacing a current piece of table clutter with this new piece of table clutter. Okay. And it is pretty. Did you see it?
I did see it. I've considered stalking them myself, so I have. But no, I'll not be doing that because I'm not having something that somebody else has got. God's sake, which I am. Again, JD Sports or something, getting something later than everybody else. No, but that's just like a wee fun real life example.
Yeah. So that was Judgment. Let's see.
Did anybody else?
I think that's that says. Oh no, that was. No one holds a judge like a Taurus and a Scorpio. Yeah. It's the it's probably the. I mean the what I'm ruled by Mars and you're ruled by Venus. Is that right?
Cosmic lovers.
There you go.
What it is? Cosmic domestics.
Okay, the next spread position is what could tempt me to avoid this journey.
So did you see what we're doing with these, right? So the first one was like the ended, so that's the death card.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one is, well, whatever. Well, it would be the Hanged Man, wouldn't it? Somebody help me.
Temperance.
Yes, temperance, thank you.
Temperance.
And then this is the devil, and then it's like the tower for being rebuilt and blah, blah, blah. Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Right, okay, so will I do you first?
Sure.
Or did you do me? What we on?
You went first the last time, but I'm happy if you want to go first.
No, you go first. Look at us compromising.
I know. So what card do you think I pulled?
I don't know. What could tempt me?
Yeah, what could tempt you to avoid doing stuff?
I don't know.
You've got the Lovers.
I was going to go for the devil, so we were in the same wavelength.
I mean, the Lovers and the devil are kind of a
two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. Do you know what's interesting, right? So everyone talks about. I mean, when you look at the Waite Smith, it's like, oh, the devil's like a corrupt version of the Lovers. But see, when you think about it, actually no, it's the other way about, because when you get back and look at the Marseille, the devil was always like that.
Aye.
The Lovers was totally different. So really it's the Lovers that's a corrupt version of the devil.
Aye. And who's going to be corrupt? A Gemini or a Capricorn? Who's going to be more morally flippant?
Oh, you can pure see the linen cardstock, the way the light shines on that there.
Oh, is that an indie deck?
No, it's no. This is mass market.
Who made it?
US Games.
Oh, see, there we go. We love our US games. If it isn't indie, we love our US games.
Yeah.
They're really crap with their payments to their artists and their creators, but they create a lovely deck.
I didn't know that about payments though.
I didn't know one of the well, none of the American publishers are, to be honest. That's a whole different conversation though. Anyway, that's lovely.
Beautiful cat. I love it with the two elephants. It's so
Mhm.
nice. So it is. But what could tempt you to avoid taking this journey? So I see the lovers. So some people see it as the love card, the harmony card, that side of it, and some people are like, no, it's about choice. It's about choice. It's not about love. So I'm kind of a somewhere in the middle. I see the lovers as being about making a choice between. So see the cards that come before, like your Hierophant, your Empress, your Emperor. That's like all the obligations and the responsibility and that, like, to go back to the old Marseille, that's like the mother on one side telling him this is what you should do, and this is the sensible choice and that. And then on the other side of it, you've got this like sexy ladies come along, and he's like, oh, I'm starting to feel things I've never felt before. So it's like he's now finds himself, all of a sudden he's torn between, well, this is what I feel like I'm supposed to be doing, but this is what I really want to do. So for you, what could tempt you to avoid the journey is like, it's that kind of a being caught between, what your obligations are and what you feel your responsibilities are and what you desire. What I don't know right now is which side of it that's tempting you away. Is it the desire is the your true path, and that you're being tempted away by saying, oh no, but I feel like I need to be there for that person, and I feel like I really need to be a really good marrying for that, whatever. Is it that's taking you away from what you truly want to do, or is it that your path is the that is the kind of the colouring inside the lines, and it's your kind of your desires that are leading you astray? So that, I guess, that'll be for you to work out along the way.
Yes. No, I think with that, for me, it's there is always that internal battle that goes on, there is, because there's like throughout my life, like for whatever, there has always been like a huge amount of responsibility that's been placed on my shoulders. And I've never always had the opportunity to just kick back and go and do what I wanted to do. I think that's a constant internal battle, but I think now it's like, well, actually, I am going to be doing more things. I mean, this even like this weekend, I was supposed to be in London this weekend, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to. I had to cancel my trip. I mean, there's nothing wrong essentially, but it was just like one of the unfortunate circumstances. So that is like what could tempt me. It didn't tempt me, but it was a case of circumstances, like on a very mundane level. But what could tempt me to avoid that is like my procrastination. But it is, there is a part of me where it's like I'm very easily distracted, and if there is a fun distraction, however that shows up, then I'm like, oh yes, let's do that, and then I panic and I'm like, oh, it's fine, no, I'll be fine. It's so very apt. That's right for you, my darling. What could tempt you to avoid this journey? We have got the 9 of Wands.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what's coming through to me is the thing that could tempt you to avoid this journey is because you might think that it's going to be laced with more pain.
Okay.
Right? If you feel it, or it could be that if you go in the journey, then are you ready to go in the journey, or do you feel like you've still got maybe some open wounds for the past that you would still be carrying with you into this new pathway, etc. But that's okay, because the wounds are healing.
Yeah.
And it's just part of the process. We can't all be complete. We've all got battle scars. It's like that's one of the things, like I'll say about the 9 of Wands. It's like there none of us. I mean, practically for the day we're born. It's like the way we get yanked out when we're born. Do you know what I mean? In the initial trauma of just being born into this world. It's like we're no perfect. We're no like 100% perfect, and it's like, in that fact, it's like we all pick up battle scars. Think is like pretty much everybody, every adult has got like a wee scar or a wee mark somewhere in their body that they got when they were little, maybe falling off their bike, or or like tripping over a paving slab. Me, it's in my elbow. But we've all got something, and it makes us who we are.
Yeah.
Because we've maybe get some wounds that are a bit more open
Yeah.
than other ones, we can still go forward.
Definitely.
So.
When I see, another thing I think of when I see that as well is like change means not complete, but there's a certain element of you need to walk away from what's there just now, and like that 9 of Wands is like that's a lot of wands that have been put in there, and like that's a pretty strong fence that I've built and that I'm feeling like I need to guard. So to walk away from that is pretty scary, because you feel like you're leaving something vulnerable, don't you?
Aye, because you don't have that security blanket. It's like you're showing up in the world, like maybe if it's like in a different environment that you're not used to being in. It's a very vulnerable thing. Like myself, like a couple of weeks ago when I was in that very different environment, I felt completely, terrified and like totally uneasy. But I did it, and I survived it, and I actually thrived. So I think that's the thing. And I heard like what's that guy? Tom. His name's Tom. I'm sure, right? He's a guy with a really posh voice, and he's in I'm a Celebrity. I don't watch I'm a Celebrity because I can't go creepy crawlies. But he was in like he done something like celebrity dating or something, right? And he does word of the day on Instagram. And he does all these.
Oh yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah,
the guy with the brown curly hair.
Yeah.
So I was watching him, and he was like talking about going into the jungle, and he said something like, "If the only thing that stops you from doing something is mortal fear, then you should do it. If there is nothing else that's preventing you from doing something in life, and the fear's the only thing that's stopping you, then do it. If you can't think of anything else that would stop you, then do it." So, there we go.
Interesting.
And that really resonated with me. It's like if do it and do it scared, but just do it.
Yeah.
Because like 99.999% of the time, if you don't like it, you can go back. And there's an alternative route.
Definitely, yeah. There is definitely something to be said for facing your fears. And I don't get me wrong, like, fears are there for a reason.
Yes.
They're it's part of our inbuilt in us, and it's to save us from dangerous situations. I think we've almost evolved in a way where it gets a wee bit, where we're, particularly nowadays, it feels like we let our fear, it's a wee bit too developed, doesn't it? Like it can, in some, it can stop us a wee bit too much.
I mean, you can look at the imagery of that card, take it back to the card. It's like, is it a fence of protection, or is it a fence to keep you in? Are you protected, or are you trapped?
Yeah, true.
you know, and not just, I don't mean just you, you know, but I mean like in general, you know, looking at that card. Right, woof we go. Let's stop self-analysing ourselves. It's very wrong with signs.
I know. Sorcerer's got the purpose, so this feels internal. I wonder in this spread, it means the desire to stay safe, to stay the same.
Because it's like familiarity. You know, familiarity is what makes us safe. It's, I've just noticed what we're doing. We're doing the mirroring thing again.
Are we?
So it's like that. I just noticed it there because I'm looking at the chat. Yeah, I would say so. You know, and it's just like, it's very similar to what me and Chris were just talking about there. It's like that fear is designed to keep us safe. You know, the fear response was there like to keep us safe and getting eight beside like saber-toothed tigers and woolly mammoths and, do you know what I mean, everything else. But whilst we have moved on as a society and as a like people, they parts of our internal biology, they're still the same. They still operate through the same experiences. So we're not getting chased down Sucky Hall Street with a saber-toothed tiger, although on Saturday nights you just don't know. Sometimes you're safer with a saber-toothed tiger, I don't know. But that's, you know, that's something that we can look at.
Yeah. And then, I've skipped one actually, sorry. 10 of Cups for Joe. So satiety, indulgence and escapism. But it's really fucking hard. I am not ready. It's been over 2 years.
That is hard. You know, nobody's saying this shit is easy.
Yeah.
You know, especially times we're living in. We're living in unprecedented times. You know, but if you think about it, it's like every generation, you know, we've all lived in unprecedented times. You know, it's like, is it really so, you know, are our challenges harder or easier than people who are like our ages, etc., during world wars? You know, no, but it's just that there was a different set of circumstances. Doesn't mean that our circumstances are easier. It's just that we've got a different set of parameters that we need to be within. You know, it's just what we know necessarily is like apparent. You know, the dangers aren't necessarily apparent, and I think that's the difficulty. You know, like talking about the moon card. You know, we're living in times where we're not necessarily sure what the threats to our safety are.
Yeah.
You know, it's like if you're living in like, well, unfortunately there's still places in the world, you know, that are going through that kind of conflict. But at least you know where the danger is. Do you know what I mean? And I'm no like downplaying that, etc. It's absolutely horrendous what happens. But with that said, it's like if you don't know where the danger's coming from, then that adds another layer of anxiety.
Definitely.
What, we're getting all psychological this evening,
Kristen's got justice. Says maybe ruminating on the unfairness of things, and then followed up with fear of losing my health insurance stops me from quitting my job.
That's an I can't. I don't know about you, Chris, but I can't wrap my head around things like that. It's just so difficult.
Yeah.
It's so difficult to even contemplate that being a thing. You know, it's like we've all seen like people and like Facebook groups, etc., and that who are in the unfortunate position. Hello, well-driven tarot. That need to have that consideration, you know, whereas like you and me, we are just like, oh well, I don't like that job, so I'll be poor for a while if I leave and don't have another job to go to, but I know I can still go to the doctors and if I've got the cold or if I've got something wrong with me, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
you know.
No, definitely. Definitely, it's a real thing. The justice card in that position, I don't know if I feel maybe it's like I see because of the scales and it's like the perfect balance. There's maybe a wee bit of the kind of the Goldilocks thing there. That might be what's tempting you to avoid the journey. It's like, well, if I'm going to go on this journey, it needs to be just so. It needs to be like it's like the stars need to align for me. And reality, that's not the way that the world works. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're never going to have the perfect journey where everything goes to plan and absolutely nothing goes tits up. Do you know what I mean? There's always going to be something. So yeah, it might be something like that.
I would say, like, Kristen, if that's the main fear, and again acknowledging that it is a very real fear, that can tempt you to avoid the journey. Maybe looking at it as taking it where it's justice, right? Okay, so weighing up the possibilities, but maybe if you feel like you need to move job, then look for something else where it's like the health insurance is good, but maybe the job isn't exactly what it is you would be wanting, but you could see how you could make it work. It's like a justice card is the pursuit of balance. It isn't that there's always going to be like just and fairness in existence at the point in time when you pull the card. It's the invitation to pursue and the pursuit of justice and whatever it is you feel is that.
Yeah.
So interested.
For Heather, it's the Two of Swords, tempted to close off, go inwards, and not move forwards because that's been a safety mechanism for so long. Yeah, Two of Swords is what's tempting you for not going on the journey is
indecision.
No wanting to rip that plaster off. It's no wanting to deal with what comes next. The difficulty of the Three of Swords. That's what's keeping you back. That is you're in that stalemate, and you're keeping yourself there. You're deliberately not making a decision because you know what's coming. But yeah, okay. There's a lot of just for what everyone's getting. There's a lot of fear, isn't there? There's a lot of kind of a fear of what's to come type thing. Fear of change that's holding people back. So it's interesting.
Now here's the thing, right, with fear. And here's something that I learned, and I learned this a good few years ago, and recently I was in some kind of webinar, so I don't know. I go to a lot of things. My day is chock-a-block with going to things online. And something somewhere, right, and they were very, very successful. And what they said was that if you think of the thing that scares you, if you think about the thing that you're going to do, right? And do you know who it was? It was James Watt. See the guy who did Brewdog?
Right.
See the Brewdog guy, right? It was him who, incidentally, he's got exactly the same birthday as me.
Oh.
He's a multi-millionaire. I'm no. What happened? My dad born it. That's what I want to know. Anyway, so what I would say is, what he said was, when you're thinking about doing something new, or you're going somewhere, or you're whatever it is, whatever this thing is that scares you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about what the worst possible thing could happen. What would be the worst possible outcome?
Yeah.
It happened. Now, if you make that decision to do it, what is the worst possible outcome? And if you can become comfortable with that or find a solution to that worst case scenario,
yeah,
and make peace with it, then this fear disappears.
Do you know, I was talking to somebody about this I feel like it was this week, and it was the exact same thing. It was I can't remember who it was. It might be Sandy, but it was the whole thing of, right, think in your head, what is the worst possible thing this could be? What could this possibly, and work from there. But that's That's really weird, actually. Just get a pure weird moment. It's like a glitch in the Matrix.
We've
You know
been
what I
here for 2 hours, and this is just you getting your first weird thing between
mean? Oh yeah, that's by the way, I never even asked you about your time. I'm conscious of time. Like, are you all right to keep going?
Oh, fine.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm. And
Cool.
I think my first thing that I need to be present for isn't until like 11:30, 12 tomorrow. I'm fine.
Oh, cool. Nancy from Macron's Intuition is here. Hi Nancy, how you doing?
Yeah.
Pulling some cards. Feel free to join in. You can see the kind of spread positions on the screen. And we're now about to go into position 4. Okay.
Right, me.
So position 4, what part of me has to be rebuilt?
What we go on? I'll need to think about this first.
Okay.
You've got a 6 of Pentacles for this.
Right.
What part of you needs to be rebuilt? And what I think it's coming for me is, it's like, I think of Pentacles not just as money and finances. No, I think of Pentacles as a currency, but not just as money. So like physical currency, or health currency, or spiritual currency.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that what part of you has to be rebuilt is whatever part of you that has been diminished. So whether that's your soul currency, whether it's your, as I say, like, like just your essence, whatever part of you, and you're feeling like the part of you that you didn't think will ever heal again.
Right.
Right, that's the part that's coming up for me, for you, and it's that acknowledgement for the universe that actually it will rebuild. It's like, if you think of it, this is like a card of Taurus, and if you think of like the stock markets just for a second, right, and how like they crashed. They crashed during the Great Depression. They crashed in 2008. Like, and there's so many times, but it's always bounced back. So how do you make it bounce back? It's like you get investment for other people or other parts of your life. So it's like, if you think like there's like pots, and there's some that are really depleted, so just borrow some for others so that they're all equal again, and then you can have a level playing ground to work on, to build it up again.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. That went to a place I did not expect.
So, do you know what card you've got for this?
Oh, fuck, what?
You've got the card itself.
Oh, I love it.
So what part of you needs to be rebuilt? Well, do you know, see whatever it is. What'd you say?
Oh, you mean?
Oh, that exactly like that. See whatever it is, you're probably going to notice it echoing throughout. So it's a very like fundamental part where it's going to have an impact on everything. So this is something this isn't just like kind of a buying yourself a new handbag where you notice it when you're using it, but you don't notice it at other times. This is changing something that's absolutely at the core and is fundamental to who you are. And you're going to notice it when you're working. You're going to notice it when you're, in relationships. You're going to notice it echo throughout different parts of your life. And it goes right down to the building blocks. Like the tower is like the For me, what we need to kind of focus on with the tower is the way we survive the tower is by having a strong foundation. Do you know what I mean? Having a strong foundation and building on that strong foundation. So this goes right down to the foundation. I think.
Do you know what's really interesting as well?
What's that?
I'm a tower chariot.
Are you? There you go. There you go.
When
I think
you break down my numbers, I get to 16 before 7. So it's like my true essence is the tower.
The tower, right? Okay. I can fucking see that. That makes sense. Yeah. You are a tower. You're the lightning bolt. You're not the tower. You're a lightning bolt. Remember, this was called the lightning first. Do you know? It's just I'm just looking at the kind of aspects of the card that are code stamped that are kind of accented, and you've got the lightning bolt, but you've also got the crown.
The crown.
So it's making me think like when I think crown, I think different things when I see crowns, but the thing that came to mind for me was like how like reputation and how other people see you. So that is going to be that to me is something that's going to be fundamentally kind of a broken down and put back together in a way that was different than before. So yeah.
Oops.
Big card. You'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
I mean, you're falling into a pit of fire, but you'll be fine.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Be fine.
So good.
It's fine. You know, do you know what? It actually makes sense because you know, it's like everybody's like breathing sighs of relief. Oh, it's so good. You know, Uranus is moving out of Taurus. It's going to move into Gemini. And for a moment, I was relieved until I looked at my chart and realised that once it leaves Taurus, I'm going straight into my Uranus opposition. And I'm like, fucking marvellous. Marvellous. Honestly, I think I've got like Stockholm syndrome when it comes to the planet Uranus. I genuinely have. I've got Stockholm syndrome. It's fine, you know. Who else?
Joe has got the world in reverse. It jumped in the reverse. My perception of my world and not be so nihilistic. Possibly, what I thought my boundaries are serving me are no longer. So bringing in the kind of a Saturnal kind of a link there.
I went there as well.
Yeah.
So I did. In fact, it's reversed. And what part of you needs to be rebuilt? Well, I would kind of say it's not about being rebuilt. It's about being perceived in a different environment. That's what's coming through to me. It's like kind of. It's like that saying. Do you know what I mean? If like, will the mountain come to you, or does the mountain come to Muhammad, or does Muhammad go to the mountain? Do you know what I mean? It's like it's giving me the kind of vibes. I don't know why, but that's, you know.
Yeah.
I've got you. There's no need to be so fatalistic about it. It's like you're fine. It's like are your boundaries right? So remember, it's like boundaries. People have got this perception where boundaries have to remain solid and in place, but boundaries can move. You know, it's like where you allow one person to be is very different from where you allow another person to be. So I kind of think of them as like, yes, they're walls, but they're walls where they've got like we kind of levers where you can push them in and out. Depending, I don't know. It's how my mind works, right? You know, it's like you know, like, oh, this person, right? Okay, they're okay, so I can allow them to come a wee bit further towards me than maybe somebody else, depending on their energy, etc.
Yeah.
So it isn't as hard and fast rules for absolutely everybody. Sometimes for some things it is, but it's like, right, so for instance, right, if some random guy came up and tried to hug me, I'd be like, get yourself to fuck, right? They wouldn't walk away without limping, right? Put it that way. But if it was somebody who I really liked and they come up and gave me a hug, then I'm going to hug them back. But my boundary could be, I don't like people to hug me. Well, I don't like people to hug me unless. So that's that movement of a boundary.
Yeah. So, yeah, it actually makes a whole lot of sense, and I think it's such a simple thing, but I probably never really thought about it before. But I think it's important, and it's part of being human, that we do have those movable boundaries. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
And the same as like if there's been somebody who we've allowed a lot of access to us, then depending on how like that relationship progresses with different things that people have like we've witnessed, etc., then it's okay maybe just to gradually push them back, push that boundary with that particular person back out again.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be like a full scale, oh, I'm never talking to you again, blah blah blah, but it can just be it's like the distance that we're creating, can be the boundary moving, and just kind of nudging them a wee bit further away from us.
Yeah.
Or what information they get access to about ourselves.
Yeah. Kristen, 3 of Cups. I need to change how I go about making friends. Ray says I always attract lost souls that use me as a free therapist. It's true.
Well, that's boundaries as well.
Yeah.
Nice. It's like like how we're looking at the 3 of Cups and what part of me has to be rebuilt. Well, what's needing to be rebuilt is the 3 of Cups is the third person. Like if you're doing a relationship reading, and this isn't a hard and fast thing, but if there's a relationship reading and the 3 of Cups comes up more than it should, if you're doing a couple of spreads, then the reader in me makes me wonder if there's a third party involved.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? There's a couple of combinations that if the 3 of Cups shows up with another couple of cards, it for me it can indicate that. Am I always going to tell the person? No, because I might be wrong. But if it's abundantly clear, then I probably will, depending on the client. There's a lot of different moving parts to a conversation like that, to a reading like that, and it's not always appropriate. And most readers will shy away from it; they won't even touch it. But me, I don't shy away from much. It's like tough love delivered with compassion. I think somebody described me as, I'm like, fuck, I right, no bother. But that's what I say. So it's a third person in this situation. What needs to be rebuilt is the accessibility that people get to you, the emotional accessibility. Because remember, it's cups we're talking about.
Yeah. Nice. And then we've got the 4 of Swords from Heather. So need to learn to quiet my overactive mind. Peace needed. Maybe your relationship with peace and rest is what needs to be looked at and rebuilt. And I'm probably, this is resonating with me, and this is why I'm getting such a strong hit on it. But I know for me, like I've probably got quite a bad relationship with kind of a rest, and with that, because I'm either like, if I have a day where I do rest a lot, then what I end up doing is feeling really guilty. Do you know what I mean? Feeling like I've wasted a day. That's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin is absolutely knocking my pan in and not resting enough. Do you know what I mean? So think about your relationship with rest, and maybe that needs a wee bit of work done. Heather.
I would agree.
Joe had the world in reverse. Like the narrative I tell me about my boundaries needs a new perception. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So card 5, folks. I need to zoom. I need to move down. So where can I discover an innovative method of healing? Where can I discover an innovative method of healing?
And that's a star.
Yep.
So innovative because it's Aquarius.
Yeah. Oh, interestingly enough, you've got an Aquarius card for this, so you have.
Christ, what?
You get the 6 of Swords.
Oh yay! Yay! It's not the 7th. It's a good one.
Right. Yeah, it's me that's going first, isn't it? Right, 2 seconds. I'll stick this in the chat. Where can I discover? Okay. This is card 5. Where can I discover an innovative method of healing? Marion, you've got the 6 of Swords. I'm thinking that this is about taking some proper time away from the chaos and the hustle and the bustle and the pure mayhem of the grind for you. Yeah. Now that could come in the form of like your holidays that you like, like actual taking time away. Sorry.
No, we can't help it, clearly.
It could come in the form of taking physical time away, or it could be about having those moments where you take time away from, you deliberately take some intentional time out of whatever it is to like specifically to give you that headspace, that clear mind kind of a time. This can, a lot of people view this as like the kind of the going. So I've just realised I never even showed the card, like the kind of a going to therapy card. So this could be about finding someone to speak to. Do you know what I mean? This could be about finding an objective point of view, someone that you can speak to, someone that you can trust, but that you can speak to about all the stuff that you've got in your mind, and that in itself will be cathartic and healing.
It's really interesting because I'm doing something in January when I would normally be going to StarCon.
Okay.
StarCon is known this year due to the political climate in Florida, but what I'm doing instead is something that is completely different for anything that I've ever done before, and it is like I will be immersed in this, and I'm really looking forward to it because it's nothing, as I say, it's nothing like I've ever done before. It's nothing to do with what my career is, what my business is, etc. So I'm really excited about it, and I think that it's exactly what I need. Just to come out of this world for a while and just see how other things work. And I've been led to it, and it's a very much been like this organic thing, where it started off as a dare. It's all good things in life do. I was dared to go somewhere, and I went to the place, and then this has happened, like a kind of snowball effect, and yeah, because I'd said like just out loud, I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with like January, like because I'm used to going to the sunshine in January. It's cold in Miami, like sometimes. It's still a lot warmer than what it is here in Scotland, but
I bet.
I was like, oh, what am I going to do? And then this opportunity, and it just so happened that the dates that I'm going to be away are the dates that I would have normally been in Florida.
Fun, yeah.
So it's pretty cool. So yes, I'm looking forward to that. I'm still going to be using my head. I'm still going to be using like my brain and that, and like getting like, mentally stimulated. So, it makes so much sense.
Good.
Right, darling, darling.
Oh dear, I don't like that face.
Okay, so where can I discover an innovative method of healing in your pain? The innovative method to healing is almost like being not being masochistic. That isn't it. That isn't the same word. That is the same word. That isn't what I mean. But what I mean is acknowledging the pain and finding comfort within feeling the feelings. That is. I'm sure there's a deck of cards in the world that can possibly, help with that kind of thing.
I'm sure there is.
I'm pretty certain there is. There's a deck that I'm just kind of,
There is, but where is she? She's nowhere I'm expecting her to be.
Well, she'll be hiding for you.
She is.
But I think.
Oh. Yes, she is.
Yeah, she's there. Yes, I think. And that being this way, absolute genuine kindness and everything, right? But I think that's the thing. It's like in order to feel, we need to go through.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily innovative. It's just like feeling pain through beauty. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my birth decking. So it is the 5 of Cups.
Mm-hmm. It's not an easy one to have.
No.
There's so many great tarot readers who have got that decking.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Aye, 3, Christiana Godet, Kim Arnold for the UK Tarot Conference, and Liz Dean, the amazing Liz Dean.
There you go. Interesting, the more you know, eh?
Exactly. See, I couldn't tell you what I had for my dinner yesterday, but I can tell you what tarot decking the most famous tarot readers is,
Right, let's see.
People go.
Heather had said, yeah, when we were talking about the relationship with rest, she's got ME, chronic fatigue syndrome, so rest is a big issue. Sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, so Kristen pulled the 8 of Pentacles for this one.
Right.
So, yeah, finding healing and fulfilling work, developing a new trade or skill through consistent work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. And would you say, sorry?
Or some kind of teaching, because remember, everybody looks at the 8 of coins as like hard work or the apprentice, but sometimes you're the person who the apprentice goes to.
Mm.
And then being round about people with a beginner's mindset can often lead to something innovative for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Folk are kind of just talking about rest and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I think 8 of Pentacles is one of the Virgo cards as well. So, like again, it's going back to those daily routines. It's those things that we kind of do day in, day out that just bring us that comfort. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's the sun in Virgo.
Hmm?
It's the sun in Virgo, so it's like that.
Virgo. All right, there you go.
So it's the illumination, you know.
Yeah. Joe's got the 8 of Swords. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Yeah. I'm not going to start singing. Nobody wants that. But yeah, an innovative method of healing.
Right, so I'm going to say, right, okay, because what time? Right, we're at 11:30 here, right? So it's late. Okay, so I wrote a blog piece about the 8 of Swords, right? Many years ago.
Okay.
And it was based on the correspondences and the similarities between the 8 of Swords and BDSM. Right? It wasn't quite as like so essentially what it was like the act of being bound, right? In the imagery of the 7 of Swords. It's like it's quite clear that somebody else has tied them up, tied the figure up, right?
Mhm.
So it's like sometimes by the freedom comes no be escaping the swords, but be relinquishing our control. And through relinquishing control, then there's a sense of peace and it can be innovative. And then by relinquishing the need to feel that we need to heal something, then the healing comes naturally because we're stopping trying to grab it. It's like that kind of a thing as well, you know, where like we if a dog runs away from you and you start running after it, then it thinks it's a game, so it keeps running. But if you stop and you walk in a different direction, the dog will look around and be like, oh, they're not playing anymore, oh, I better go and get them. So that's how it's meant to work. But if you just get like a dog that thinks that they're Steve McQueen, then you know you're going to be running for about 10 miles up the road, you know.
Yeah, that's just true.
Mm-hmm.
Joe's like, keep talking.
It's on my website. As we go to Marion K. Tarot, there is my blog post on it, and it was inspired at the time. I was chatting to a gentleman who was that way inclined, shall we say, but we lived far too far away from each other for anything further to happen. But he was a very nice person.
Mm-hmm.
So he was, and actually dedicated. I called him Angelus.
You know me, Christian Grey.
No, I called him Angelus. I'll tell you about him one time. He was actually a Virgo, interestingly.
Right, there you go. Kristen, no worries. Just take care of yourself. If you need to jump away, just run away. Just like jump off. Start to lose my ability to use the English language, so
Right, come on, the last one. Let's go.
I know. Right, last one is, what will this process uncover for me emotionally?
Yes, because we've not been talking about emotions enough. Right. Like, oh, Christopher.
Oh dear.
Oh, Christopher. Right, okay. I'll go first for you.
Sure.
Okay, you have got my former stalker card. This is no longer my stalker card. I've relinquished the lessons that this card was here to teach me. So I've clearly passed it on to you.
Okay.
What will this process uncover for you emotionally? What do you think?
I don't know. I'm scared to think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The Laz card, as I call it.
The Laz card, as in Lazarus.
Eh?
Lazarus.
No, the Laz card, as in the 80s, 90s band.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it's the walk away. So what will this process uncover for you emotionally? That it's okay to walk away from emotions, that it's okay to leave them behind, that you don't have to take them with you, that you can leave them when you're going in pursuit of new things, you know. And it is literally like the journey. You know, you've shed the past, and it's like there you've got this, like you've even got like the eclipsed moon and the imagery of this card. You know, it's this whole process is uncovering you emotionally. You've laid yourself bare during this journey, and it's time for you to just set it down and be free. And it is very much like the I've actually just kind of made a realization to myself. Wow, live on the internet, folks. This card in essence is the essence of the freedom card. It's the essence of Clive.
Yeah, right, okay.
Right.
He's right there in front of me as well.
And that's what it feels like. What will this process uncover for you emotionally? Emotional freedom. So I think that's lovely.
That is.
Almost poetic. Right, if I go, I can't get the tower because I've had the tower.
Not the tower, no. We're actually only one card apart, so we are. You've got the 7 of Cups.
Oh, of course.
I read that. So to me, the 7 of Cups represents when our emotions cloud us and stop us from seeing a situation properly. When it can be because we're too emotionally attached, or it could just be because we've got so much emotional shit going on that we just like kind of lose that ability to look at things objectively and rationally. And what this whole process is going to let you do is it's like kind of still have those emotions. Do you know what I mean? You still have how you feel about things, but you don't cloud your perception of your own kind of a reality of stuff around about you. So I feel like kind of these are like going hand in hand. See, this is really important for that. See, having that outlet where you can go and you can discuss this stuff. That's your way of emotionally kind of like processing those emotions. So it's that like I was like Netflix card, right? So it's like, are you going to Netflix and then spending an hour scrolling and not knowing what to do? Or are you going to Netflix and thinking, right, I'm in the mood for a horror, I'm in the mood for a gory horror, or whatever it is, this is what I'm going to pick. Do you know what I mean? It's like just letting you come at the situation with that decisiveness.
Do you know that's one of the reasons why I get ready, like all my subscriptions, like my Netflix, my Disney Plus, and whatever ones I had, because that's what I was doing. I was going to them and I was taking so long to decide what it was I did want to have and I did want to watch, that the time that I had allocated in order to enjoy something was gone. And I ended up just getting rid of them.
Yeah.
So it makes total sense, because I'm like, for a long time, like I have been very much like emotionally influenced on like other people's thoughts, other people's opinions, you know, worrying about like what other people think or what they're going to say, and it's like when I say that to people, no, not you. I'm like, me, you know, and it's the only, know that I compete with people, because the only person that I ever compete with is myself. You know, and I think that's a healthy place to be, you know. I don't, and that's why, like, I never feel like if somebody else is doing well, you know, I'll be there to support them and celebrate them, because it doesn't make any difference to me, you know, because I don't see other people as competition or anything like that. You know, it's like I'll help somebody, but am I competitive with myself? Yes. You know, do I do things to prove myself wrong, or do I do things to like prove to myself that I can do it? that's my main motivator. But sometimes it gets a bit much. So if I can just keep them in a nice wee cup and just neatly on a shelf somewhere, and I can look at them from time to time, but they don't need to be. I don't need to be carrying them around.
Yeah,
that would be nice. Thank you very much. But it's interesting to see the two Mr. Scorpios.
Mm-hmm.
The Seven of Cups is both their decans.
Oh, okay.
It's like there's a day between their birthdays.
Right.
Aye, that get confusing this week.
Oh dear.
It's fine. Friends, Chris, you know that.
Heather, you've got the King of Wands.
Oh.
See the fact that we've just been talking about. I think was it Heather or was it Joe that we were talking about with the relationship to rest?
Joe, I think. I think it was Joe.
Right. No, it was Heather. It was Heather that said you've got Emmy and chronic fatigue syndrome.
Don't trust a thing I fucking say. Do you know what I
mean? See, the King of Wands, right? What the King of Wands loves to be involved, right? He's element is fire. It's not inherent in him to just sit in a throne and order people about all day. He wants to be involved. If he wants something done right, he wants to do it himself. That's his nature. But he's also a king. So it kind of straddles this line between the two. And I think what the King of Wands is telling you, what you can uncover emotionally, is that it's okay. So see, we're talking about this relationship to rest. What obviously you need to kind of think about is, right, how can you be better at, how can you improve your relationship to rest? How can you stop beating yourself up about it? You are able to have those moments of rest. The king is able to have those moments on his throne. It's okay for him to delegate. It's okay for him to trust that other people will do the job well. But equally, it's also okay to have those moments. So when you are like with Emmy and chronic fatigue syndrome, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there are moments when you have more energy than others. So it's okay for you to have those high energy moments where you are kind of getting up off your throne and you're doing things, but also it's okay to have those moments where you're sitting in your throne, and both are just part of you. It's not like when you're up off your throne, that's you. That's good, Heather, and when you're on your throne, that's not good, Heather. They're both amazing, Heather. It's just in different parts of yourself,
Mm-hmm. I would say so, and also as well, the King of Wands is often considered the entrepreneurial king. So if you're running your own business, it's like one of the hardest things to do is when you start a business, it's like you do everything yourself. You are the person who does the thing that the business is about. So for instance, like I am the tarot reader, I was also my accountant, I was also my web designer, I was also my content creator, I was also this and I was that and I was this and I was that and I'm a stock taker. So one of the hardest things is somebody that's got their own business is letting go of some form of control and delegating something, coming to the realization that actually there is somebody out there who can do it better. So what I mean by that is using that example is for you, Heather, that relinquishing the control that you've got, thinking that, fighting with yourself and saying, oh no, I've got to get up and I've got to do this, I've got to do that, and your body just isn't capable of doing it. So relinquish that idea and be okay with it. Because as Chris says, it's like every part of you is fabulous. It's just coming to terms and giving yourself permission and showing yourself kindness as well. I think that's a lot of the things as well, and don't give a fuck what people on the outside say. Yeah.
Definitely.
That's
What's to live by?
aye. Or to live by. Oh God, don't say that. Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, Joe's got the Wheel of Fortune, centering of the wheel and stability, the subject of the narrative, not the object of the fear of that has ended, of what has ended. I just haven't caught up yet. So for what will this process uncover for me emotionally? Yeah, yeah, with the wheel, like I feel quite oftentimes with the wheel, the lesson is, I think we live part of our lives thinking, right, the wheel, for the Wheel of Fortune, I need to do what I can to be on top of the wheel, right? And I don't want to be the guy on the bottom getting crushed. I want to be the king that's on top. In actual fact, as time goes on, you kind of start to learn this lesson about the wheel, that actually it's not about being at the top, the centre, or any of the ends. It's about working your way into the centre of the wheel, being really centred. And when you're in the, imagine an actual wheel going round, you know, when you're in the centre, you're not feeling that turn as much. Like when you're at one of the extremes, you're being pulled from every, you're getting pushed in that wheel like that. But when you're in the centre, you're kind of a much more aligned with that kind of a centre of the, the kind of, the centre of the turn. So
I believe it's something like, it's called is it something like a fugal?
centrifugal.
Centrifugal, thank you.
Yeah.
Or on the sticky wall at the fair when we were wee.
The sticky wall, that's that.
If anybody, if everyone watching us in the States are going to be like, the what? I sticky wall up the fair.
I know, did you have the sticky wall, folks? Oh, love the sticky wall.
Oh, I loved it. It was great.
Kristen's got the Ace of Pentacles. So new opportunity, a new fulfilling sense of purpose. Yeah, definitely. Just that kind of that just being refreshed, doesn't it? And I agree with the new opportunity, the new seed, the new thing for you to take and do something new with it.
And the new opportunity the new opportunity is presented you by like uncovering the emotions that you maybe weren't aware of previously. So it's uncovered actual emotions that you can now work towards planting and building and growing into something different. Oh, Joe's been on the sticky wall.
I saw that. And Heather says the cards really cut through the issues. Thanks to both of you. You're very welcome.
You're welcome.
Right, folks. Well, that's our spread. So, Marion, thank you so much for bringing this amazing spread for us. Let me just quickly zoom out so as everyone can see all of the prompts in one place. And just to let you see, that's the kind of how we've set it out and the concept. So, yeah, thank you so much. This has been fantastic.
Yay. Do you know, I have to say, right, I've not looked at this since I done it like 4 years ago or something now. Is that what, 4 years ago? I'm actually quite impressed. I was pretty decent. Well, that was a pretty decent bit of work.
It was, it's always good when our past selves impresses, doesn't it? Because I don't know about you, but I'm usually quite harsh on past Chris. He usually embarrasses me, or I think, what the hell was I thinking about? Like, what a load of shite. But when I occasionally get that wee nugget of wisdom coming through for past Chris, I'm like, on yourself.
I know. I was like, you know what it was like as well? It was like when I actually sat down like to use the grief journey oracle, and I pulled a card, and I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm going to check what I wrote in the guidebook for that. And I read the guide, I'm like, fuck, did I actually write that? That's really profound. Oh my
god. Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Joe says you were pretty decent, Marion.
No. Thanks. Right, I'm going to take a picture of this so that I can put it in the group, in your group.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
So that I don't forget like I did the last time.
Don't worry. Great. Have you got anything coming up, Mary, that you want to quickly tell us about before we part ways?
No, I think I've exhausted all avenues. The only thing I would say to anybody watching, and this is like shameless self-promotion because we have, like I said earlier, we have put in an order for the second print run of cards, but they will not be with us until well into January, closer to February. So if anybody was wanting like a deck, either for themselves or maybe they've got somebody in mind, they could maybe help somebody, etc. Then maybe think about putting an order in if you want to. I just have this idea, like if somebody really needing them and we've not got them, and it'll, do you know what I mean? And like getting that email for somebody saying, "Oh, I really, really need them," and I'm really sorry, but hopefully they will not be too long. But as I say, if you're looking for them this side of the holidays, then aye.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Marion, for everything. Thanks for joining me as always.
Thank you for having me. The last minute we just said Hobbit. You'd like to pre-order for a friend and a friend. Joe, they're available. If you go, you can go into my website, marienktarot.com, and there's a wee link to the website.
I'll quickly stick a wee link in the chat.
Thank you, darling.
By here. Here we go.
So if you can do the griefjourneyoracle.com or...
And there's literally a link to where you can buy it. So, we nosy.
Yep. We do ship to Australia. We ship to anywhere that Royal Mail will take it. So we do. If there's any problems when you get to the checkout, because we've obviously not added every single country, then just pop us an email and we will get that added. Because I had somebody, where was it? I woke up to an email. They were from somewhere like Uzbekistan or something like that. And they were like, "Oh, I really want to order your deck. Can I?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Where are you?" And that's as we say, I'm like, Uzbekistan? The fuck? It's things like that blow my mind. It's like, wow, they actually, like, it's just the power of the internet, and it's completely blows my mind.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's great.
So yeah.
Amazing. Well, folks, I want to say thanks to everyone who's been here and spent the gosh, it's nearly 3 hours now, so spend the evening with us. So yeah, we really appreciate you. Thanks very much for being here. Thanks for joining in on the spread. To everyone that's been pulling cards along with us, definitely post your card pulls and the Elemental Cartomancers Facebook group. Let me see, can I quickly throw in a link to that in case anyone's not already a member?
Yes, do become a member. I'm very selective about my Facebook groups, but I did join.
That's true. Copy link. And then
I just have visions of you like being like on the bridge, like a Starship Enterprise with all the different screens and buttons and whatnot that you've got going on over there.
Pretty accurate. Yeah, it is. No, I've got my keyboards over here just because my cards are in front of me, so that's how it looks like. I'm like over here, and then my mouse is here, and it's like it's everywhere.
Right. Okay. Question: what shape of desk have you got?
It's basically like 2 desks that are into an L shape.
Right. Okay. See, because I've got an L-shaped desk.
Right.
And it was like, I remember, like, because I always worked, like when I had my muggle jobs, I always worked on an L-shaped desk. And I really couldn't cope with like the way my office was previously. It was basically just a kitchen table that I had dragged into the office. And like having when I got when I did my office up and like having like a proper desk, and I got my L-shaped desk, and I was like for building it myself because obviously I had to do it myself, and I was just so proud of myself. And I'm like, look at me with my L-shaped desk. Achievement, do you know what I mean?
Amazing. Love a wee L-shaped desk.
Oh, aye. I've not quite get back up to twindles yet, but maybe one day I'll go twindles.
Great. Okay, everyone. Thank you again so much. It was great to see everyone.
Fun.
Take care. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you